what went wrong is this. Right now is a light and a camera. You can't really see it as bad, as good as you can. They're way too small. They don't clip onto my teeth. They hurt really bad. They're irregular. So there's really big and really small teeth that I'll show you. And they're really, really, they're terrible. They're like painful. They would destroy my teeth if I would wear them. I'm going to take them out. See, this is very bulky, and your camera really doesn't show it. See how it's uneven? This is a really wide tooth, and then backwards tooth, forwards tooth. This one really big one here, and the in between part is hardly visible from further. And it's just not straight. And so what I ordered was straight. I got two. I got a bottom and a top. And the bottom is also really, really, um, yeah, sort of like male, 70-year-old male-ish, I would say, or worse teeth. Uh, okay. I can't complain. They hurt so bad. But look how uneven they are and how much they remind you of a big man with a horse and a cow. And he did something about his teeth, but, he didn't feel like doing much. And then that's what it looks like. I can't do it more. It hurts too much. It will destroy my teeth. It is super small. It's way too small. Is that I ordered these for $700. I could buy a car for that or something. So I got these, and they're for Halloween. If you want them, I'm going to throw them out. And this camera, um, I can't record it very well. I'm sorry. But so I did buy them. I really had bad communication with them. At first, they deleted my entire account, said I didn't exist. They never heard of my email. They weren't able to process me at all with all my complaints. Then I proved it over and over again. They finally took some, responsibility, but they beat me around the bush. So they kept saying things like, "We'll do this and we'll do that," but they didn't do it. We will make new veneers, and we'll send you a new mold box. Well, they never send it. So I kept saying, come on, will you send it, please? And tell me when, and give me a tracking number, but they wouldn't do it. And then finally, this is like hundreds and hundreds of emails of this kind of stuff. They said, okay, you can have half of your payment back. And I want all of it. I don't want half. I want everything. So basically that's what happened. And I have sort of proof of it. I put it on the BVB site for bad complaint. And they replied just like they always would with something wrong. So instead of saying something about this particular specifically, they said again, "Oh, you know what? We can make you a new mold," and that's what they already promised me to send money. So that's sort of shows you how that goes. And the money too, they say it's in 20 days. But every time they say it after a while again, like after what they then wrote on the BBB, I said, "Hey, you're doing it again. You're not organized. You don't know what you're saying. You already promised to give me the money back." Then they said, "Oh yeah, we see it now." And so again, they said they'll give me back money, but again, they moved to 20 days further. So I don't know if I'll ever get my money back if it keeps changing 20 days to 20 days. Everybody just gets refunds in 3. I have tried to contact them a lot. At first, when I did, I was no longer existent, and I was told that because they didn't have my email address, I was emailing them. They emailed me back saying, "We don't have your email address, so we cannot do anything with your complaint." I'm sorry, I just have to laugh about that, but it happened. And about this, I have over and over and over and over again, I have proved that I did have an email and that I paid with that email in full. and that I, of course, had lots of email between them and me. And then they finally said, well, then, what did they say? I think they just kept quiet. And so I kept asking again and again and again and again, how about this then? Because I have a problem. And they would come after a very, very long time with that I could make a new impression, a very long time, just only recently. And at that moment, um, I was happy and said, "Okay, thank you. So please let me know when you're going to send another mold material. You just get putty that you put in your mouth, and then they have an impression of your teeth, an impression." And so I waited for it and waited and asked, "When are you going to send it? Do you have a tracking number?" Nothing. So then again, nothing. And again, I had to ask. And again, when I wrote them again, it was like, oh, hello, it seems you have a complaint. What we can do is, and then you should send us pictures and or what's wrong with your teeth. And I just already explained it. We just already went through it. And we just already agreed that I was going to get that putty for that mold. Uh, to make the impressions. So they keep running around the bush with me all the time. And I'm really upset about it. And finally, they say to me that I will get, that's very recently, that I would get half of it back. Um, at that moment, I start complaining and making reviews. And one of the reviews goes on a BBB site, and that's where that's the Better Business Bureau, and that's where they come back and say, "Oh, well, we see you have a complaint." Well, they already knew that. Oh, you know what? You can make another impression. And that's when they already promised me that they were gonna give me half back, and they said it was like 300 something dollars. So I said, "Again, this nonsense. You're again just beating around the bush," like kind of replies on the BBB myself. And then they came back saying, now we looked at it, we see we already sent you back $300, 337 something. And you know what? You'll get that back next month around the so manyest date." And every time they do this, say they go back to another discussion, like, "Oh, we see you have a complaint. What's wrong?" And then they already agreed that, so they forget and they start again. And then they'll say, again, it's 20 days. So the 20 days just hops from this date to that date to it keeps going away to a later date. So I don't know, honestly, how trustworthy that 20 days is. And I have to say, I don't agree to it either. A refund is usually also just 3 days or a week or something. I want a full refund because I have nothing to pay for. The thing that they created, is incredibly, incredibly wrong and useless. It's like a real $2 Halloween veneer set, teething set. It's a joke. And I'm not just saying that. You should look online and find out what Instasmile normally promotes. That's really straight model teeth that look perfect. And when the lady takes out the teeth, they could be rotting the way to hell and back. But all wrong and all placed ridiculously crazy, but the result is straight. And mine were not. And I asked for it specifically. So the least you could do is refund me everything. You could also, and I would as a business consider that, offer a solution as we will give you a new set of veneers, so you'll be very happy, and half of it back for the trouble and the pain and the democracy and the horrible way you were treated by us. That's what I would say. We deeply apologize. We fired some people and we hired some new staffs. So there's two different solutions I think that would be good and at least, to be honest, really make me happy. Um, yeah, and maybe that they indeed will try to find a way to do better next time.